It's a struggle. It's not just for you. Don't think yourself short. Lord, it's a struggle for the preacher too. Mm-hmm. Amen. There's still desires in my flesh that aren't like God. They are. And they'll be there till the day that I go home. But what we have to do is we learn how to control those desires. And we learn how to tell this thing no. I heard Sister Becky preach a message one time. She said, you ain't even eating today. Y'all know Sister Becky. She looked at her, she pointed to her hand, and she said, you ain't even eating today. She was getting control over her flesh. That thing was ruling. It's the truth. That's this whole Bible. The whole Bible serving God. It's not that we're getting whooped by a devil all the time. It's not. We're growing into who we are.
Yeah,
and so there's so many things in our nature that we're having to crucify. There's so many things in our nature that are ungodly, that are not like God, that we're having to basically, you're having to train yourself. No, I can't do this. I'm going this way. I'm going to go God's way. How many's ever had a desire in your flesh or in your body, and that thing crept up and it tried to, man, you need to go do this. This would be fun. This would be great. It'd feel great. And you got to stop yourself and say, no, that's not God's way. Amen. I want to go God's way. How many believe it when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane? That way felt good. When he was down praying till sweat dropped off his face as great drops of blood. And he said, Lord, if it be possible, if there's any way possible, let this cup pass from me. He said, nevertheless, not as I will, but thy will be done.
Yes, hallelujah.
And see, that's our example. That's the same thing we do. There's times in our walk with God that we get to the place, Lord, my flesh wants to go this way. I want to do this thing. My desires are here. Nevertheless, Lord, I don't want to go my way. I want to go your way. Amen. Yes. And so we leave the bad and cling to the good. We walk with Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
But that's what we learn in God's Word. You don't just get saved and know everything. We've got to walk into the Word of God. And so it's an exercise. Crucifying your flesh, walking into the Spirit. Telling your Adamic nature no, saying yes to God. Amen. That's the whole walk. That's the whole thing. And then every now and again you fight a devil. I believe we give the devil too much credit. The truth. I ain't got whooped by a devil lately, have you? I've had problems with this thing, though. What about you? I've had problems with this thing. I've had battles saying no to this. Love them that hate you. What? Is that in there?